Just a minute. Yes. Yes. Should I start? Hello.
Please do. Please do. We are ready.
Yes.
Tell the story.
Surya, mute all.
I
Wait, Rishi. Surya, mute all.
Rishitha, go on.
yes.
Rishitha,
started-
one second, Rishitha, I'm sorry. Snigdha, are you there?
What?
Are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
I'm keeping you mute, okay? Don't unmute. Unmute only if you have anything to say. Okay? Now mute yourself.
Okay.
Mute yourself. That's a good girl. Very good. Rishitha, go on.
Yes. I started Famous by third book. I narrated part 2 and part 1 already. Today I'm going to continue to part 3. Before that, I'll give a quick recap. George and her 3 cousins, Julian, Dick and Annie, along with her dog, ran away in order to escape from the Sticks. The Stick family was the temporary caretaker George's parents had hired because they had to go out of station. And now Julian and the others went on to George's Island to live there. They found a nice little cave and made it their house. One day they see the Sticks coming onto the island and receive something that looked very heavy from a ship. And then one day they see the Sticks leave. So they go down the dungeons where the Sticks were living, and they go down where the Sticks were living and scare Edgar, the Mrs. and Mr. Stick's son, out of the dungeons and explore the dungeons to find that they had robbed George's house. That's where I'm going to continue from now. Julian tried for the last time to calm George and stop her shouting, "They robbed my house!" Well, that isn't the only place they robbed, if I know. And he pointed at the large trunk. It looked like the trunk that the Sticks had taken from the ship. The 3 children, with great difficulty, dragged the trunk to their cave, and they dropped it down the entrance. "Whatever is this?" said Annie, who had not accompanied them to the dungeons. Julian and the others explained to her that these were the stolen goods they had found down the dungeons. So the children managed to open it and they found toys, soft toys, dolls, and clothes that might have belonged to a little girl. Annie folded the clothes, arranged them, and put them back in the trunk. And as for the teddy bears, she let them sleep along with her in her own bed. That night, Julian heard another piercing scream that felt like the voice of a girl. The next morning, when he told the other three, they said, "The sticks have got something going on. We'll go down the dungeons tonight." Again, all four of us, said Dick. They all agreed, and that evening they debated about what were the possibilities. Three of the children, that is, Julian, Dick, and George, had no idea. But Annie said, "Well, if there is no other little girl except me on this island, supposedly, the sticks must have kidnapped a little girl. Isn't that obvious?" she said. The others thought over it and felt it was all possible. Then George said, "The only locked room in the dungeons is the room in which we found that Kirin treasure." They had had their first adventure finding the Kirin treasure on the island. Julian had made white markings that led to the room. And now the markings were not all rubbed. So that night, they followed the markings and reached the room. They had scared Edgar right out just at the door with their realistic snorts, moose, barks, and neighs. So they went in, followed the tracks, and had finally found the room. And from the other side of the room, they could hear sobbing. They opened the door and found the little girl sitting there. "Don't hurt me," she said. "We are not here to hurt you," said Julian in a kind voice. "We are here to rescue you from the sticks. They are the ones that kidnapped you." "And who are you?" he asked. "My name is Jennifer Armstrong. You see, my father is a very rich man. And I heard the people who kidnapped me talking about something, and I could hear the word ransom. And soon I understood that they were holding me ransom." So the other four children told her that it was all safe. And suddenly they heard footsteps. It was Edgar coming back down the dungeons. He thought he heard voices and footsteps down there. So he had come down. He knew that the room was supposed to be locked, but now it was open, and that the prisoner was missing. He stood at the entrance of the door, frightened. And suddenly, George came out of her hiding place and pushed Edgar into the room, and with Julian's help, locked him inside the room. And then they heard a loud banging from the other side of the room. The five children laughed at this and went along with Timmy right at their heels. They left all their things right there and went to their boat. They went off to Kirin Cottage. There, they found Uncle Quentin, George's father. As soon as he saw them, he thundered, "What is this? I come back because nobody answers the phone, and I find no living creatures here except a few spiders and lizards. And then I find half the house robbed. What is this?" But Julian said, "We'll explain that later. We need to call the town inspector." His uncle looked very startled. Then he looked at Jenny. country is searching for. There is £1,000 prize for anybody who rescues her. And then the children told their uncle about how they had rescued Jenny. And their uncle contacted the city police right away. The inspector came. He said, "We contacted Jennifer's parents. They're on their way. We'll have to imprison the Sticks for what they have done. And somebody will have to go over to the island and free Edgar if what you say is true and you have imprisoned him in that room." Julian went out to go and to release him. And there he found Mr. Stick. Julian went over to Mr. Stick and said, "Looking for your little Edgar, are you? Go back to the island right now if you want to find him. I expect he's locked up in the same room you locked up little Jennifer." Mr. Stick looked startled. He ran over to his boat, called his wife, Mrs. Stick, and rowed over to Kirin Island. Julian went over to the inspector and said, "Both jobs are going to be done. Mr. Stick is going to release his own little Edgar. And as far as I know, we'll find all the Sticks down the dungeons of Kirin Island." So, the 6 people accompanied by the dog were startled by what Jennifer had just said. "I want to stay on that island." And just then, Jennifer's parents had also come. They both hugged Jennifer and said to Julian, Dick, George, and Annie, "Oh, you won the £1,000, he said. Then Julian politely refused. No, we had our prize already. We had fun as our prize. While rescuing Jenny, we had enough fun." But then Mr. Armstrong refused to listen to Julian and said, "But if not money, you must accept something for a prize. You rescued my little Jenny." "We do not want anything," said Julian. But then Jenny started poking Julian from behind. "Oh, all right," said Julian. "Jenny wants to stay with us on the island." Mr. and Mrs. Armstrong agreed, but then said, "We will stay on that island for a whole day before Jenny is permitted to stay there." The children agreed. The Armstrongs liked the Kiran cottage and so they allowed their daughter to stay there. And the Sticks were caught. Thank you.
Rishitha, can you continue next week?
I said thank you. My story is done.
Okay, fine. Rishitha, I think you should shorten it further. You cannot tell it for 10 weeks, right? 3 or 4 weeks, you should complete your book. I know you are telling a book, but still.
I think it's over.
No, I think how many more parts are there, Rishitha?
It is done, I said.
Oh, the book is over.
Oh. Yes. The Armstrong's arms are strong. They broke the Sticks. That's all over.
Oh. Thank you, Rishitha. That's very nice. I thought there are a few more parts. Okay. Thank you so much, Rishitha. That's
Good.
wonderful. And we move to the next one. Krishna
Good.
Saravan.
Good.
Krishna Saravan has something special for us today. Krishna Saravan,
Yes,
continue.
Yes, okay, I am Saravan. Good evening to all. Today I am going to narrate about a true ornament. It's a Sanskrit poem. Many great men and women, 4 great scientists, philosophers, doctors, poets, and writers are born in this land, Bharat. We all are proud descendants of such great men and women. One such great man, a poet, is Bhartrihari. He wrote hundreds of poems about morals of life in Sanskrit. They are called Subhashitani, which means good words in Sanskrit. Today, I want to narrate about a beautiful poem from Bhartrihari Subhashitani. This poem explains what is the true ornament that enhances a person's beauty. Here is the poem. केयूराणि न भूषयन्ति पुरुषं हारा न चन्द्रोज्ज्वलां न स्नानं न विलेपनं न कुसुमं नालङ्कृता मूर्तजा. The poet says that the ornaments we wear on our shoulders or chains, necklaces, daily or our daily bath or the fragrances we apply or very well groomed hair or flowers we put on it cannot improve a person's beauty. Then what is the true ornament that enhances a person's beauty? The poet Bhartrihari says, Banyeka kamalam karoti purusham ya samskruta dharyate shiyante khalubhushanani satatam vagbhushanam bhushanam. Each with well-cultured words embellishes us. Indeed, all the above-mentioned fragrances, scents, etc. are decaying nature. They won't last long. But good words we speak gives us importance among the people and in the society. That's all. Thank you.
Nice, Saravan. Nice. Good one.
Yes. Fantastic. Good.
Thank you.
And then we have our Anisha, Riddhi. Short movies. Yeah, continue, Riddhi.
Good evening. My name is Anisha. Today I am saying a story. The title of my story is Neha's alarm clock. Tring, tring, tring of the alarm clock goes at 6 in the morning. Neha makes a face and struggles into the warm blanket. She said, "The alarm clock always rings at 6 and pulls me out of the bed. It's so unfair. How I wish I could sleep a little longer." Suddenly something falls. Neha smiles. Oh, the alarm clock fell down. Now I could sleep a little longer. So the next morning she slept and slept until the birds who came to her window every morning saw her sleeping. They said, "Chichi, wake up! Wake up fast!" Neha wake up. She said, "Why can't they leave me alone? Why do they want to wake me up? It's so unfair. How I wish those birds don't come in the morning." And her wish was granted. The next morning, the birds didn't come. Neha slept and slept until her eyes burnt. She said, "Oh, the sun! Why does he wanted to wake me up? The sun The sun, uh, the sun filled Neha's room with a warm smile. She needed her eyes burnt. She woke up and then went away. Uh, she, then she wanted to sleep a little longer. She wished. I wish I could sleep a little more longer tomorrow. And her wish came. There was nothing. Neha was snoring until she heard her mother's voice. Wake up, sleepyhead! You will miss the bus! She woke up and said, why does mother want to wake me up? Why can't she let me sleep? She was very angry. The next day, there was nothing. Not her mother, not the sun, not the birds, not the alarm clock. She woke up with a start. When she saw, she was amazed by saying that it was 6 in the morning, and then she asked her mother, Ma, who woke me up today? Her mother said, you, of course. Neha said, but I was sleeping. How could I? She cried. Then her mother said, now tell me, why do you eat your lunch every at one? She said, because I feel hungry. Then her mother again replied, why do you sleep at 9 in the night? She said, because I feel sleepy. Again her mother said, there is an alarm clock inside your body which tells you when to eat, when to sleep, and when to wake up. Then Neha said, oh, I better rush now. I don't want to miss the school. Then her mother said, relax, today is Sunday. Thank you.
Relax. Today is also Sunday.
Good, good. Nice one, Anisha. Good. And you spoke with an accent. Nice. She is acquiring an accent. Good, good.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
She is a
nice.
would be future heroine
Very good.
model, so she should have such things,
Yeah.
right, Riddhi?
Very good. Very good.
Good. And we move to the next participant, who is her sister, Riddhi's sister,
Short
the
movie.
director, the director, come producer, come writer, come screenplay, come everything.
Wow.
I think. Continue, please.
Good evening. My name is Aditi. I'm studying class 7. Today I'm going to tell a story. So previous week I told a story Psyche Ninja is a box of beauty cream and I stopped in half. So I'm going to tell the other part. So in the previous one, Eros left Psyche and went away. So now Psyche went looking for Eros everywhere. When she started her journey, first she saw a temple of the goddess Hera. It was all dusty and the statues were broken. So it was all dusty and the statues were broken. So she arranged all the statues, and then Hera was pleased with her, and then she came and told her that she would help her one day. She thanked her, and then she went, and then she continued her journey. After traveling a few miles, she found a temple of another goddess named Demeter. That temple was too dusty, and that temple was also very dusty and filled with dust, and the statue was broken. So she arranged So she cleaned that temple and arranged it. And after that, the goddess Demeter came and said that she will also help him. She will also help her one day. And after that, she thought it's better to go and find Aphrodite so that Aphrodite could forgive her. So then she started looking for Aphrodite. At last, she found the place where Aphrodite lived. When she went there, Aphrodite was eating her food. She was very angry on her that she wanted to kill her. But she did not kill her as she was a goddess. So Aphrodite didn't kill her and said that she would not kill her, but if she wants Eros, she must complete 3 tasks. And if she completes the 3 tasks, she would be able to find Eros. So she agreed to complete the 3 tasks. For the first task, Aphrodite told that she would fill two rooms of of many types of grains, and then Psyche has to separate those. Then Psyche agreed and started, and then she started separating the grains. But she thought that it would take a lot of time, and she could not do it alone. Then an ant came to her and said, We can help you if you want our help. The goddess Demeter has sent us here." Psyche was very happy, the god and then the ants called millions of other ants, and they all together separated the corns, the different types of grains. And after that, when Aphrodite came, she was surprised to see that all the grains were separated. She said, "You, I know that somebody must have helped you to complete this task, but leave it. In the second task, there is a river near a mountain. You have to collect a, a flock of sheep lives there which has golden fur, and those sheep are poisonous. She has to collect she has to collect the fleece from those sheep and give it to her. When Psyche went there, she thought it would be impossible for her to collect. Then she heard a voice from somewhere. It said her, if if you want to collect the if you want to collect if you want to collect the fur, you have if you have to collect the fur, play some music and all the sheep will dance. And once they dance, if they will dance, their fur will fall on the grass, and once they go away, you collect the fur from the grass. And Psyche did as she was told. And after completing the task, she took the fleece and went to Aphrodite. Aphrodite says, "Somebody must have helped you, but leave it." In the third task, you have there is a river which flows from the heaven to the hell and from earth too. It starts from heaven and ends at the hell. So you have to go and collect water from the starting of the river. And if you collect it from the bottom, I will know that. When Psyche went there, when she saw it, she knew that it would be impossible for her to go there and collect the water. Then an eagle came to her. It said her, if you want that water, give it to me. I can help you. Then Psyche said, "How? I don't remember. Okay, it will be very good if you help me." And then she gave the pot to him. The eagle went up in the sky and filled the water in the pot and gave it to her. When she went back to Aphrodite said, "So you have completed all the 3 tasks, but but you have not completed it yourself. So you have to complete one more task. So you have to collect Then she gave her a box and said, "You have to bring beauty cream from the Queen of Underworld, Persephone." Then Psyche agreed. When she went there, Eros came to know all about it and he thought of helping her. He knew that he could not go in his original form, so other Aphrodite would know that he had won. So he turned in a tree at the entrance of the underworld and said to Psyche, "Take 2 cakes with you and use them to get into the underworld." When Psyche went there, when Psyche went there, there were three-headed dogs guarding the gate of the underworld. Then she threw the cake far away, and the dogs ran for it. And then she went in the underworld. She Then she went into the underworld. She then she went into the underworld. She somehow reached the queen of the underworld, Persephone. And when she went there, Persephone was there in the garden having tea. She told all her story to Persephone and told her that Aphrodite had asked for the beauty cream from her. Persephone had an old enmity with Aphrodite, and she thought of helping Psyche. She filled the box with something and said her, "Take this box with you, and what lies inside is only for Aphrodite. Do not open it, otherwise you will be in very serious trouble." While going while going back, Psyche thought, "Aphrodite doesn't need all of this cream. It, I wonder if she would mind if I use a little bit." And the moment she opened the box, she was not able to breathe. The box was filled with the poison of the underworld. She died on the spot. Eros was very sad and took her to Mount Olympus, the place where all the gods lived. He asked for justice and said the whole story about Psyche. The gods said, "She had died and we cannot bring her back to life, but we can sure make her a goddess she had proved enough to, as she had done a lot of things and proved enough for her." And then they made Psyche a goddess. And when Psyche woke up, she had a new feeling, and then she became the goddess of the, then she became the goddess of human soul, and they lived happily ever after. Thank you.
Very nice, Aditi. Good story. Yeah. Next, we have a story: the old man and his what? An old man and his sons. Whose story is that? The quiet girl of the day.
Mine.
Yes,
Mine.
yours. Yes, narrate. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, please narrate.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Snigdha Chaudhary. I'm studying in class 3. Today I'm going to tell a story about the old man and his 4 sons. Once there lived a old man. Old. He cut wood. He was a woodcutter. Old woodcutter. He had 4 sons who fight with each other. He was very worried about this. So one day he asked to all the 4 sons to bring a bundle of sticks. All the 4 sons bring a bundle of sticks. He told to break it. For the elder son tried, but he couldn't do. Second son and third son and the 4th son, all the sons tried, but they couldn't break it. The old woodcutter told to break one single stick. First, the elder one tried. The stick broke easily. The eldest, the second son also could break it, the first stick, the single stick. The third son and the fourth son, they also break. At the last, he told, "Why did you tell to break us a single and a bundle of sticks?" He told, "If you be together like a bundle of sticks, no one can break you, like harm you. If you be single, anyone can harm you." Moral of the story is unity is strength. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Good
Super.
one. Good one. Good one.
Super, Snigdha. But now you're alone. Where is your brother? You should be together, right?
Yes, because my brother is very naughty.
Ah, he's naughtier than you. I heard you are
Yes.
naughtiest.
No.
No? I will
No.
ask your brother. Your brother only told me you are the naughtiest.
No. My brother.
Okay, okay.
My brother couldn't say sir. Sir.
Oh,
Like snake. He say to snake. 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 Ch. He say ch to sir.
I'll talk to your brother and then I'll get back to you. Okay?
Okay.
And then we have youngest narrator probably. Ayan, are you ready? Yes. Yes. Continue, please.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Ayan. I'm going to narrate a story. The title of my story is It's Your Wish, Grow or Throw. Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived Mr. Singh and his son Aditya. One day, Mr. Singh saw in newspaper about wise master. He thought, my son Aditya has some bad habits. I should take him to the wise master. The next day, Mr. Singh and Aditya went to the wise master. They meet and greeted each other. Mr. Singh said to wise master, "Hey wise master, please help me. My son Aditya has some bad habits. Will you help me?" Miss Wise master said, "Okay, I will help you. But tomorrow morning." The next day morning, they went. Mr. Singh and Aditya went to the wise master. They met and greeted each other. Wise master said to Aditya and Mr. Singh to go for a walk in the garden. He went, but Mr. Singh was not well. So he sat on the bench. Aditya and Wise Master went for a walk. Wise Master said to Aditya, "Can you see that small sapling? Pull it out for me." Aditya went and pulled it out and gave to Wise Master. Now Wise Master said, "Dear son, can you see that small plant? Pull it out for me." Aditya went, pulled it out and gave to Wise Master. Wise Master said to Aditya, "Now can you see the small bush? Pull it out for me." Aditya went, pulled out and gave to Wise Master. Finally, Wise Master said, Can you see that small tree? Pull it out for me." Aditya went, pulled it out, and gave to Wise Master. Finally, Wise Master said, "Can you see that old and strong tree? Pull it out for me." Aditya said, "It's hard, but I will try." Aditya went, tried. Finally, he was tired. He went to Wise Master and said, "Sorry, Wise Master, I couldn't pull that big, large and strong tree." Wise Master said, "Don't worry, dear son. I was just teaching about the bad habits. Bad habits are also like the big, strong trees. First, they will be a small sapling, but slowly and gradually they will become a big tree." I already said, make a choice, grow or throw. If you will throw, when your bad habits are small sapling, you should throw it. Otherwise, they will become a big, old and strong tree. And if you try, you will fail.
Wow.
Thank you.
Very good, Vishu.
Fantastic.
Very good.
Very good, Vishu.
Krishna, I should listen more claps from you.
Yeah, I have clapped.
Don't take me wrong, but I think it's better narrator than you.
Very good, Vishu. Very good.
So, Vishu, do you have any small saplings right now? We should throw them out, right?
A good sapling will Surya
Yes.
uncle will give.
Beautiful. Very
Very
nice.
good.
We missed your narrations. Finally, you're back. Thank you.
Good.
Absolutely, uncle.
Wonderful. Next, we have Commander Murthy sir.
Hi, everyone. This is a absolute children's story. So just let's listen and enjoy, which I enjoyed very much as a kid. Okay. So the title of the story is Four Great Singers. Once there was a dhobi and he had a donkey. So the donkey grew up in the farm and it worked very hard like any other donkey would do. So, but as the time passed, it became old. Okay. So one day the donkey was eating her hay and it overheard the farmer and his wife, Dhobi and his wife speaking and saying that this donkey has become old now and it is no longer able to pull the load as it used to do before, take the clothes as it used to take before to the river for washing. So let's either sell it or kill it. So the donkey was afraid. It felt very bad. So it always had one dream of becoming a singer. Okay. So you know how the donkey sings, na? But the donkey wanted to become a singer. So then somebody told, it also overheard somebody speaking that the king of Varanasi, that is Kashi, is organizing a singing competition. So in the night, he just jumped off from the house and started running towards what he thought was Kashi. So after some time, he met on the way one dog. The dog was also a little oldish dog, about 8 to 10 years old, and it was a little sad. So he asked the dog, what happened? So the dog also narrated a similar story, saying that I have become old and I was no longer able to keep myself awake in the night. So I used to have all the food night. So my owner said that what is the point in having one more, and we can't feed 2 dogs. So therefore, let us send this dog out. And it says, I have been shouting at all the other dogs in the street whenever they came to my house. So now they will all bite me. So I want to escape. So I'm sad. So he said, I am going to Varanasi. You can join me. There is a singing competition. The dog said, yeah, even I wanted to become a singer. So the dog also ran along with it. Then on the way, they met one cat which had a similar story, and that too joined. And then when they went ahead, they met one hen. So they asked the hen what happened. So the hen said, look, I have given so many eggs and even chicks. And tomorrow my people were planning to make chicken biryani. So they decided to cut me. So I want to escape. So they said, come, join the party. So all 4 of them started running. And suddenly it became night. And then there was a forest. So they decided whether to enter the forest or not to enter the forest. But they decided if they stayed back in the village, somebody may catch them and kill them. So they entered the forest. They started walking. It became around 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the night, and they were very hungry. They were very tired. Then they said what to do. Then the donkey was the wise one. Okay. So it said, let's look around for some old building or something, some shelter, because if we sleep on the ground, some animal, a tiger or a cheetah can come and eat us up. So out of all of them, the person who can see distance long is the hen. So it flew on top of a tree. So from the top of the tree, it looked around and it found one old house from where there was a chimney and there was smoke coming out. It said there is some house there from where the smoke is coming. So let's go there and maybe we'll find something. So they went towards that house. When they reached that house, the door was locked. They said, how is it possible? From the chimney you are finding smoke, but the house is locked. So they decided to look around. All the windows were closed. There was only one ventilator which was pretty high. So what did they do? First the donkey went and stood below it. Then the dog jumped on top of the donkey and stood there. Then the cat jumped on top of it and sort of literally sat on its 2 legs and up. And the hen flew and sat on top of the cat, and it looked through the window. It saw inside that there were 4 people who were looking like thieves. Okay. And they were having a delicious food, and there was a lot of jewelry, money, lot of foodstuffs also which they have packed there. So probably they were using it as a hideout. So they said, what to do now? So then again, the wise ass or the wise donkey had the great idea, and it said that let's sing. So what did the 4 great singers do? First, the hen, which was able to see from top, started. Cockroco, cockroco. Then the cat said, meow, meow. The dog said, bow, bow. And the donkey said, ah, ah, ah. So seeing all this, the thieves were suddenly startled. They said, what is happening? Then what did the donkey do? The hen tried to break the glass. So suddenly the glass broke and the shreds fell inside, making noise. So the thieves were really scared. They just quickly opened the door and they ran from there. So the 4 great singers got down, went into the house, and they were very, very hungry. So they had a delicious meal which the thieves have left. Now the story has not ended there. What happened? Then it was nightfall, so they decided to sleep. So the cat went and slept near the oven, which was hot. Okay, the fire which was there. So it went and slept there because it wanted warmth. Okay, the donkey decided to, since it's always outside the house, it went and slept outside the door. Then the cat slept near the door in the inside. On the inner door, the dog sat, and the crow decided to keep an eye, and therefore it went on top of the house, flew on top of the house, went there. Now these thieves forest, but they decided to give away their food, jewelry, everything. let's come back in the night and see. The people who have come might have left. They would have, sort of saw the house and they left. So they came back in the night. So, but they could not come through the main door because they were worried. So there was a back door which they opened, and slowly one thief entered inside. And when he went near the first, he thought, let me light the fire so that the light will come and I can search what all these people have taken and what all they have left for us. So he went towards the fireplace, and then the cat opened its eyes. You know how the cat's eyes look in the night? They were like diamonds shining in the night. Suddenly he saw it's a ghost. Then he was afraid. He started running, and the dog immediately pounced on its leg and tried to bite him there. Then he ran out towards outside. The donkey with its hind legs, it gave a great kick. Okay, so he fell down. Then the hen started singing, "Quack-croco, quack-croco." This chap ran back into the forest and he said, there are some 4 big people there. First, there was a ghost inside, which, sort of having red eyes and all, and it scratched my face. Then there was another man who was having some kind of iron instrument with which he scratched my legs. Then there was a very strong man with a gada, and he hit me on my back, and my back almost broke. And there was a judge sitting on top, and he was shouting, "Catch the thieves, catch the thieves." So the thieves never came back. And the 4 great singers continued to stay in the house and have a good time. Thank you.
Very nice, sir.
Nice, very nice. Come on.
Very nice, sir.
Wonderful, sir. Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Now we have so many singers. Who would like to be a singer like hen, donkey, cat, dog? I would like to hear some voices.
Why, VN sir is the right choice.
No. I want the people, the kids, to sing like a cockaraco.
Oh,
Rishitha, we have Rishitha, my daughter.
yeah, Rishitha will.
Could you bark like a dog?
Hey!
Yes, Rishitha.
Hey!
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, let's see, Rishitha. Yeah, here, Rishitha, go on. She stopped.
Why those? Good one.
We would like to see you also, Rishi. Yeah, Rishitha, you want to do something? Do. Karo.
What?
You want to talk like a donkey or a dog or a cat? Or a hen?
Donkey.
Yeah, continue.
Okay.
Nice. Ayan, you
Okay,
want to
good
say
one,
something?
good.
Okay.
Next,
I also want this to say.
yes, say. Video is must. Video is must. See, Rishi, what have you done? Everybody switching
Good
off.
one.
Ayan, do. What is that?
Hen.
Hand.
Hey,
Hey, nobody's doing like cat. Who is that Snigdha cat? Where is that Snigdha cat?
who is doing like that?
Right. Okay, next it is me. Next we will go to Lion King. I'm presenting my screen. Where do I can't. Oh my god, I can't share my. Oh, present is here. Okay. Let's see a small video from Lion King. Okay. All of you, please. Lion King.
Okay.
Everything the light touches is our kingdom. A king's time as ruler rises and falls like the sun. One day, Simba, the sun will set on my time here and will rise with you as the new king.
And this will all be mine?
Everything.
Touches. What about that shadowy place?
That's beyond our borders. You must never go there, Simba.
But I thought a king can do whatever he wants.
Oh, there's more to being king than getting your way all the time.
There's more?
Simba. Everything you see exists together in a delicate balance. As king, you need to understand that balance and respect all the creatures, from the crawling ant to the leaping antelope.
Dad, don't we eat the antelope?
Yes, Simba, but let me explain. When we die, our bodies become the grass, and the antelope eat the grass. So, we are all connected in the great circle of life.
Yes, that's all. So what did we learn from this video? Delicate balance of life. So what you understood, kids? I want you to tell. Snigdha, what you understood? Mufasa, right? Mufasa telling something to Simba.
We understood that we should always listen to our parents.
Okay. That we should always see whether you watch Lion King or not, you should always do that. But what is Mufasa telling to Simba? Delicate balance of life. So what Mufasa you know, right? Mufasa. Who is Mufasa?
The lions.
Simba's father.
Yes, Ayan, you're right.
father.
Simba's father, you're right. Ayan is right. Simba's father. Simba, the little cub. Right? So what is the father saying, Mufasa? So everything is a balance. For example, when the lion dies, what will happen? The lion's body will mix with the soil, mix with the air, mix with the water, everything, right? The pancha, 5 elements. Can I call them 5 elements of life? All of you can unmute. Sir, 5 elements of life, hai?
Yes, yes.
Yes. So our body will mix in 5 elements of the life. And then from grass, from the earth comes the soil. The soil comes the what? The grass, plants, trees, eaten by animals like antelopes, all these things. And the lion again eats the. If you see on the cycle, the lion becomes the earth soil, and then the grass comes, and then it's eaten by antelope, and the antelope is eaten by the lion. You see, right? This is life cycle. Are you getting it? Right? In everything we have in nature, it's all in balance. It's the life cycle. Yes, Snigdha. Ask. No, I can't hear you, Snigdha. I can't hear you. I can't hear you, baby. Okay. I can't hear you. Papa ko bulao. Oh, she heard that. Anyways, so in 2004, there is a Yellowstone National Park. Okay. It is full of elks. I'll just show what is an elk again. This is called elk, bulk elk. They eat a lot of grass. They eat a lot of grass. Okay, but because of hunters, there are no lions, no tigers, no fox, no wolves. All the elk eating animals are hunted.
It's called Surya. It's called
Yes,
Barasinga in our native language. It's called Barasinga.
That animal, sir, Barasinga.
Elk is called Barasinga.
Right. Barasinga.
Barasinga. Okay. All of you know what that animal is? Should I show you? Snigdha, you want to say something? Bolo beta. I can't hear you. Sorry. Yeah, Barasinga. So there are no animal which eats this Barasinga or elks are there. Because of this, elks population have grown enormously. Enormously. There's a lot of elks. What are they doing? They're eating everything they see, every green thing they see. Eating. So the whole forest over a few years have dried. No grass is left. Right? Because of this, the trees are not growing. Because of this, there's a lot of soil erosion. What the rivers are coming into the forest. Trees stop water, right, from erosions. Right? So because of this, the whole imbalance in forest, no grass, nothing, only elks eating everything that are there. So scientists, what they have done, they've introduced wolves. What did the wolves do? What did wolves do? There's a huge population of Barasinga. Barasingas is food for wolves. Let's eat them. So wolves slowly introduced the wolves, and they started eating the Barasingas or elks. Right? Slowly, the wolves are staying in one part of the forest. Elks or Barasingas move to the other part. Because they are scared, right? The Barasingas are scared because the wolves might come and eat them anytime. So they're staying in a particular area and only they're eating whatever they need just to fill their tummy, not more than that. So over time, because of the wolves, the elks population has come down. And because of elks are not roaming around the forest, the greenery, the grass is growing good. The plants have grown up. The trees have come up. When the trees comes up, what happens? Trees, what do live on trees? On trees, on top of trees. What do you have on trees? Nests. What do you have in nests? Birds. Right? Slowly a lot of birds have come. The birds population have improved. Right? Because of lot of trees, everything, small mice, rabbits, everything also, the population also improved again. So because the more and more trees are getting big, the soil erosion stopped. So the river is passing, no more erosion now, soil erosion. So the river is flowing in a way. So this is how introducing the wolves has got the balance in that park or a forest. You see that, right? There is cycle. The wolves should be there. Only then, other wolves are not there, the elk population increases and they eat everything. Because of that, no grass, no trees. If there are no trees, what will happen? Will we have rain? If we have less trees, do we have rain? Can all of you unmute yourself?
No.
Right? So, this is how everything should be in balance in nature. Right? Have you heard of this locust attack? Is locust, am I saying that right, sir?
Yeah, please. Locust. Yes.
Locust, right? Look, how many of you heard of this locust attack? They're simple butterflies. Butterflies? Any of you know sparrows? Sparrow.
Yes.
Sparrows? Some scientists and some wise men are saying if we had sparrows, we would not have feared of these locusts because they might have eaten all these locusts. So what are we doing to these sparrow birds? We are doing something. Some balance, something is imbalance. Because of that, these birds are dying. Right? Okay. Let's take this example of snake. How many of you like snakes here? Like snakes? Good. Whether you like snake or don't like snake, you should not kill them. Right? Because
I like every animal.
Very good. Very good. Whether you like or not, doesn't like, you should not kill any animal. The snake does a lot of good for us by eating rats. If there are no snakes, the rats population will increase enormously. What will happen if the snake population increases enormously? In forest, in fields, everywhere. They eat our food, they eat everything, right? And will not be having any food.
Rats will not be there, then everything would be balanced.
Ruddhi, can you repeat?
If rats would not be there, then also everything would be.
No, no, the rats are not there. You have small insects. They will increase. This is like, right? What does mouse eat? Mouse eats small dust, small insects, small art, and then it is eaten by something else.
If rats are not there, we'll not have food, because rats eat the insects that infect our crops in our fields. So rats will eat those insects and then our crops will grow. We'll have food. If we don't have rats, we'll not have food. Continue, Surya.
Yes. So the rat should be there, but in balance. If they have to be stay in balance, if there are more, our food will not be there. If there are less, then also we will not have food, because small insects will eat our rice. So small insects will be eaten by the rats, and snakes will eat the rats. Everything should be in balance. Got it?
Right.
Yes,
So that's what I want to say today. Ecosystem, balanced.
But
Simple,
humans
right?
are not balanced.
Riddhi, what is that?
Humans are not balanced.
Why, Riddhi? What should we do? Can you show your video, please? Yeah. Now tell me. So we are not balanced. You might be right. But what should we do to stay in balance? You and me, what should you do? What should you do and what should I do? Unmute yourself, Riddhi.
Nothing.
Yes?
We can do nothing.
We have to?
We can do nothing.
No, we have to do something. Here, we are humans. We are wise. We have intelligence. We have power.
Not we will not do anything on that.
Sorry, let's come back to the question. Why did you say we are not in balance? What is not balance? Can you take an example?
Because we will do so much pollution.
So what should we do
Right.
to stop the pollution?
We must make a type of machine that can decrease the population of air, water.
There you have the answer. Now you are in fifth class, fourth class or fifth class?
Uncle, I do have an answer.
Yes, sir. Well, now you are in which class, Riddhi?
Fourth.
Fourth. Now you grow up big and do very good engineering, technology, and build a machine which does not produce any pollution. That is the solution, right?
My sister down, they will set fire and so much smoke will come out. So my sister thought that she will, when she will grow up, she will make a machine that some type of machine in which we will keep and it will go down fertilize, then it will again go down and like something.
Good. That is a long-term vision, right? You can do all that. So you have an answer. You said you will not be able to do that. So do that. That is a long-term vision. Maybe 15, 20 years from now, when you grow up, right? For now, what you can do? From tomorrow, what can you do?
Nothing, because I am inside home.
Yes. So you are not giving any pollution. Good. Reduce pollution. If you are traveling 2 times, travel only 1 time. You are reducing pollution, right?
Yes.
So we can always do what is there in our hands. Add a little bit of what we can do to the nature. Give back. Okay. Saravan, you are saying something.
Yes, uncle.
Yes.
My answer is instead of using vehicles with running petrol or diesel, we can use electric vehicles to reduce pollution.
Yes, that is also good. Electric vehicles also have pollution, but very much less.
Yes, nowadays they are coming.
Long-term vision. We should all do what is in our hands. We can plant at least 1 plant every year, 1 or 2 plants. This is the best time to plant something. That will not reduce the pollution, but
Today only my father planted a plant down.
you also should plant one. Right? All of us should plant at least one plant.
Yesterday and today.
Who is that? Vaivyan sir, you have something for Snigdha ke maatla avutla atti telephone. Sir, Vaivyan sir, please add.
No. So, kids are involving well, It's good you keep the conversation going. Yellowstone National Park is the second oldest park in the world.
The one where they introduced wolves, right, sir?
1870s sometime it has been built. And it has the largest collection of biodiversity in the world. Almost all species are available there. Good, nice. You introduced a wonderful topic to the kids. I hope their parents will help them take it forward.
Even if they are not, the kids will march forward and do it.
Many types of snakes.
What? Many types of?
Saravan.
I know many types of snakes.
Oh, wonderful. Next week, can you tell us about that?
Rat snake, king cobra, green anaconda, black mamba, and snake.
Nice, Vishu. Where did you know? How did you come to know about all these? You read somewhere or somebody told you? Vishu. कोई बात नहीं. You have told many snakes which I never heard of. Nice, really nice. Okay. Aparajita, you want to say something?
No, uncle, I really enjoyed today's class and I'll try to come up with something for next week.
Please. No, you can come, just join us, have fun, that's enough. But if you feel like singing or playing your violin or anything, we're all here.
Thank you. I'll study.
Wonderful. Thank you. So, if you have anything, say, or else we will. Yeah. Bolo, beta. Bolo, you are the sweetest girl of the day. Snigdha Joina. But still, unfortunately, your mic is not working today. We can't hear you. Yes, Saravan.
And uncle, can I know what is biodiversity?
What is biodiversity? Sir, Vaivyan sir, you are the right person. I can tell, but I won't be.
No. You tell the kids.
Listen, be Japan. I know, but I cannot explain.
No. The great variety of living things around us, plants, the types of plants, the types of animals, the various types of genetic inheritance. That I can't tell you. Okay. Different types. Pardon?
You mean different species?
Yes, different species. The collection of all the species. That's biodiversity. So much diverse, spread out. Living. So living things spread out. The spread of living things is called biodiversity.
The growth?
Growth of yes.
Oh.
So in simple terms, if I have to say, you have all kinds of plants, you have all kinds of shrubs, you have all kinds of trees, you have all kinds of insects, all kinds of birds, all kinds of animals, all kinds of everything.
All kinds of
everything. Biodiversity, and then they all stay in the balance. Delicate balance, as Mufasa said.
Rishitha, time for dinner, not mail.
Right. Thank you so much. And I think that's good night for me.
Good night.
And good night. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you. Good night.
Bye, Krishna. Good night.
Bye, Surya. Good night.
Bye, Krishna.
Hello. Bye. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, Andy.
Good night, everybody.
Bye, Ayan. Good night, Ayan. Bye. Next week also. Bye, Abraham. Good night. Bye, Saravan. Good night.
Night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Aaron.
Bye.
ఏం చేస్తున్నాడు? వాట్ ఈస్ ఆరన్ డూయింగ్?
Sitting beside me.
ఎప్పుడు చెప్తారా స్టోరీ నువ్వు? చెప్పొద్దన్నారా? సరే, పాట పాడతావు అయితే? డాన్స్? సరే, ఏదో సరే. బాయ్ విన్ స్టోరీస్ విను. బాయ్ రిషి. బాయ్ కృష్ణ.
Bye, Surya.
బాయ్ Snigdha.
Good one.
Yeah. The Ayan is must there. Very nice.
Thank you.